We have to start with not Prince Andrew, ex-Prince Andrew. This Andrew, Mountbatten Windsor. I mean, honestly, Andrew M.W., all right? That's what we're Andrew M.W. I mean, do we even need the M.W.? Just Andrew. Just Randy Andy. I mean, Randy Andy, formerly known as Prince Andrew, formerly known as the Duke of York, formerly known as Her Majesty's favorite, was arrested on his 66th birthday. And one has to wonder how planned that was. Was it, and why? If you are the police and you go, we're going to arrest Andrew, should we do it today? Do you know what? It's his birthday tomorrow. Let's do it tomorrow. Like, what for? For the extra press? Like, it was always going to get the press. I don't think it gets more press by the fact that it was his birthday. And also, what do you think his plan was? What do you think he was going to do on his birthday? Do you think, he wasn't going to have a party. Surely maybe the grandkids come over? Because I know that one of his daughters spends time with him, and the other one kind of uses living in Portugal as an excuse not to. I think Eugenie is in Portugal. She's like, oh, no, I'm in Portugal. Oh, I can't pop over. Whereas the other one will kind of come and support him. And by the way, side note, how awful do we all feel for Eugenie and Beatrice? Like, they must be having an absolute nightmare of a time. That said, every time I start to feel sorry for them, I'm reminded that they willingly went as 20 and 21-year-olds to go see Epstein after he got released from prison. I think it was after. Correct me if I'm wrong. But they certainly, as adults, went with their mom to go see Uncle Jeffrey. So part of me is like, like, did you really not know? Did you really not know? But also knowing how your mom is with money, knowing that she's borrowed, did you not know that your mom borrowed money from Jeffrey? So you went anyway to like help her get money? I don't know. Like, it's sticky. It's icky sticky. I like the girls, but at the same time, I'm like, you are not totally clean on this. Do you know what I mean? Thames Valley Police picked him up at Sandringham on suspicion of misconduct in public office, which, if you think about it, might be the most British understatement since the weather's a bit nippy during the Blitz, right? Especially because now there's worries that he's also shared defense secrets. So it wasn't just trade secrets, it was defense secrets, which they're now talking about dusting off 700-year-old treason laws. Like, we first came up with treason law 700 years ago, and they're thinking, oh, we might need these. We might need these. Do you think we'll hang, draw, and quarter him as well? I mean, what's the appropriate punishment for someone who's committed treason? I mean, and this is bigger than when Edward abdicated. Remember when I'm saying remember like you were all there. You weren't all there. But when Edward abdicated, but it only took 9 days from him sort of saying, I want to stay with the woman I love, and abdicating. Like, it was a finite thing, and it was a huge scandal. But then it was over, and then he moved to France, and everybody got on with George, right? But this is we don't know what the end of this is. We don't know we all know what we want to have happen. We all want him to like go to trial, and not just for misconduct in public office, but we want him to go to trial for all the other stuff that we think he may well have done, that we think that there's evidence that he's done. But who knows why he's only been arrested for misconduct in public office is certainly frustrating. I will tell you, those of us with vaginas in the country going, so hang on a second, there's all of this dodgy kind of on the skirts of it evidence that he may or may not have been involved in trafficking of young people for nefarious reasons, but we're going to get him on misconduct in public office, but none of the other stuff? And they'll be like, well, there's not enough evidence. That's what an investigation is for. You investigate in order to get the evidence. Are we not investigating? One hopes that all of this searching of the Royal Lodge that they're currently doing is to find evidence of everything. But as I know, having worked in law enforcement, often they go, your remit is you may look for evidence of misconduct in public office, but you may not look for evidence of anything else, which is tricky because then you're not actually technically allowed to look for other evidence, even though that's what we want them to do. Side note, because they're searching his house and they're looking for electronic data and everything else, I mean, the shredders and the shredding vans, let's hope they picked those up the moment they left the lot and just went, hi, we'll have your contents. Thank you very much. But any electronic evidence, may I remind everybody, from Royal Lodge will not be redacted. So one's hoping that there is a lot of the stuff that we saw in those 3 million files that have been released unredacted. That would be fun, wouldn't it? In fact, if anything, I feel like we should have the unredacted files and we should just go around trying to find the other halves of all of the email. Because that's the thing about an email. They aren't just sitting on Jeffrey's server. They're sitting on the servers of everybody else who sent them. So let's just go around and just go, excuse me, Mr. Mandelson, but we need, well, they've done that. They have searched his house as well. But and try and re-piece together what we're calling the Epstein files, but we'll call them the English files. We'll call the Epstein files and the English files can be unredacted. The arrest relates to emails from the Epstein files showing that while Andrew was working as the UK's trade envoy, a real job apparently, where Prince goes abroad and says, buy British things, please, he appears to have forwarded confidential government documents to Jeffrey Epstein, a convicted sex offender, which is not connected, but it's still, like, it's two different crimes. Jeffrey Epstein, convicted sex offender. We know this, but and therefore on the American equivalent of the sex offender lists. It's kind of funny. When they did the arrest, they wrote out the statement the way that they would any other statement. The police statement referred to him, a man in his 60s from Norfolk. That's it, just a man in his 60s. That probably maddened Andrew more than anything else. This is his version. This is like monarch water torture as opposed to Japanese water torture. Is it? It's not Japanese water torture, is it? Whose water torture is it? Anyway, water torture, but monarchy style, is just to constantly go, you're not a prince anymore. You're not a prince. You're just a man in his 60s from Norfolk. That's all you are. A man in his 60s from Norfolk. Basically, if you didn't know who he was, you would think he was just some bloke who got lost in a garden center.